What's up, kids? Welcome to another episode of Wrestler Geeks. I'm your host, Justin Shaw.
And I'm New York's Furious Black Fox.
And how you want to start off this other episode of Wrestler Geeks?
Well, unfortunately, there was, in the last episode, I did forget one match from the NXT Takeover. I feel horrible about it, and you know what?
No, I feel horrible about it because I got so hyped when you told me what happened between DIY last time.
Yeah, I know. And unfortunately, that was the first match that actually went on. Was Roderick Strong versus the leader of Sanity, Eric Young. Now,
Eric Young.
Yeah. Now, everybody who knows Roderick Strong knows the fact that he just had a child recently, a beautiful baby boy, and well, Eric Young went on a rant and started talking about his family. After that, well, the match got personal. But the good thing about it was Roderick Strong, unlike a lot of other opponents, started off by attacking all the members of Sanity from behind. And after he took care of the other two members, he went straight after Eric Young. And even it ended up becoming a 3-on-1 battle throughout the entire match. Roderick Strong came up strong against Eric Young by using a pretty cool backbreaker maneuver, and well, he is the Messiah of the backbreaker, so he ended up winning the match, surprising to everybody else, being one of the first people to actually beat Eric Young and run. In the end, well, he took his ball and ran, but ended up proving the fact that Roderick Strong's here to stay, and I hope eventually he gets his match, his NXT title match. I
hope so too. I think one of the wrestlers that should go after the belt should be Roderick Strong and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I don't think, I don't know about Hideo Itami. Even if he does win the belt, he's not going to hold it for long.
Well, time will tell. Definitely after his loss, he will definitely be going for another shot.
Time will tell indeed, but I also want to mention Roderick Strong is also one of my favorite wrestlers. I remember watching Roderick Strong wrestling in a different organization, Ring of Honor, which I'm about to cover very shortly.
Talk about that, aren't you?
Shortly, but isn't there a match that you wanna, talk about?
Oh,
from
yes.
One of the indie.
Yes, in fact, another one that happened recently, Battle Club Pro. They recently had their Let the Villain Reign event, and it was a really great matches. There were a lot of good matches that went down. One of the good ones was Mike Orlando versus Mike Verna for the Five Borough Wrestling Championship. It was a good, awesome bout.
Okay.
Incredible thing. Another one that was a personal favorite was, you remember Jade, right? From TNA?
I think so, yeah.
Well, her name's Mia Yim. She ended up taking on Jordynne Grace. And the last time these two battled, well, Jordynne Grace came up short.
Really?
Yeah, really. But in this fight, they both went at it for a good while. And in the end, surprisingly, I was hoping for Mia Yim, that's Jade, and to win. And it seems that in the end, Jordynne Grace ended up being the one to win the match.
Oh.
Surprised everybody. I didn't expect that at all, but hey, it was still a good match. The Carnies ended up taking on the 13th floor. There were a lot of other great matches. Matt McIntosh versus Anthony Henry. They put on a great fight. It was a good bout. And Anthony Blues versus Brute Van Slyke. Good fight as well. Two talented individuals. But I think one of the most surprising ones that a lot of people didn't count on was, TNA. You watch TNA.
Yeah, TNA, yeah.
You know of the Grand Championship.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know who the Grand Championship champion is right now?
No.
Moose.
Really?
Moose.
Moose?
Yeah.
Not Alberto Del Rio.
No.
Alberto Del Rio. I'm sorry. Alberto El Patron.
Yeah.
He's no longer with WWE.
No,
so
Grant-
now he goes by the name Alberto El Patron.
Yeah, no. Grand Championship is different from the TNA World Championship.
And you're talking about Moose.
Yes.
Former NFL player. Like everyone keeps saying he used to play in NFL football.
Yes. He actually battled Ace Romero. And Ace Romero's a big dude. And I'm not going to lie. You know, in some of the fights, Ace Romero kind of did take him, but Moose came up strong. Prove that boy wrong. Prove that boy down, though.
Moose came up strong, proved that boy wrong. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes. And,
Speaking of Moose, I'm surprised that you mentioned him because I know he's in TNA, but before he went to TNA, he also wrestled in Ring of Honor Wrestling.
Yeah.
Just like Roderick Strong, he also wrestled in Ring of Honor Wrestling. And now Roderick Strong is in NXT, and Moose is in TNA.
yeah, well, that's how things go.
Anything else? Anything positive you want to say about TNA?
Well, they're going a good route. They've got, new people. They've got some great matches. Like I was surprised when the LAX returned. I'm actually also, probably one of my personal favorites, I'm not going to lie, is what they're doing with Loki right now.
Loki.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole Hitman for Hire thing.
Okay. I also think that what's the women's division called in TNA? The knockout champion?
Yes.
I think the knockout championship division, the women's division in TNA, it's a little more, how should I say, colorful than the women's division in both Raw and SmackDown combined. Yeah. I watch, some matches of TNA here and there whenever I get a chance, but I don't know, I just think, the knockout championship division is just a lot more, colorful, creative, a lot of, female wrestlers with a lot of different, personas, gimmicks.
Yeah, definitely. Interesting.
It's a little, how should I say, it's also a little bit bigger than the SmackDown and Raw division combined.
I beg to differ on that one.
You beg to differ? Okay.
Yeah, that one's a little much. But speaking of, as we said, TNA, there was another TNA star who was also at Battle Club Pro. Back to that, of course. And that was the man known as EC3.
EC3?
EC3 took on Flip Gordon, and Darius Carter in a triple threat match. And, he didn't win the match, but he just showed the fact that why he is and has been a top star. It was a great fight.
Is he still a heel in TNA? Or?
No, I think he's a face right now.
He's a face?
Yeah.
They made him into a face?
Well, you got to remember, he's popular now. I liked him as a heel.
I liked him as a heel too, even though his persona as a heel, he was kind of a arrogant fool, let's just say. But he was also comedic. He was very comedic because I remember when I was watching TNA, this was a while back when EC3 had Jeff Hardy as a slave.
Yeah. I'm a Jeff Hardy fan, by the way.
There was a segment where they were backstage, and EC3 had his head beneath the curtains. He was like, "Oh, Jeff, I need your help." Like the start of a Looney Tunes cartoon. Like, that's all, folks. Being a little comedic about it. But I'm surprised all this time. He's a face. I thought he was still a heel.
No, he's face now. He's about to do battle, I believe. I think he's going through something with James Storm right now.
Really?
Yeah. I don't really know the segment myself.
Speaking of EC3, before I move on to the next segment, do you like EC3 better as a face or a heel?
Well, honestly, I think people took him more seriously as a heel because if you really look at it back then, before he was EC3, he was on WWE.
He was in WWE?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was in NXT.
Okay.
And, well, not a lot of people took him seriously for comedic, but when he transitioned to TNA, people didn't really take him that much seriously, but as time went on, in his heel persona, he was doing a lot of great matches. He beat Kurt Angle.
Wow.
But I digress now. That's all that happened at Battle Club Pro. It was a great event. I can't wait for the next one. Battle of the Five Boroughs. It's going to be a great fight. And, well, let's go on to you.
All right, so now I'm going to talk about ROH in collaboration with New Japan Pro Wrestling's War of the Worlds tour. They had two venues. One that took place in Toronto, Canada, I believe, Canada, on May the 7th, and another one that took place here in New York at the Manhattan Center, which was on May 12th. So I'm only gonna mention, one of them, one match for each. I'm gonna start off with Cody Rhodes versus Will Ospreay, which took place on May 7th in Canada.
Ooh, the American Nightmare.
Yes, Cody Rhodes. Yo, I'm glad, where he's going now in the wrestling industry. I like his gimmick, his persona. I like, how he comes into the ring. He's one of those anti-authoritative type wrestlers. My favorite heels. Anti-authoritative. Like Baron Corbin, Tetsuya Naito from New Japan. Those are the kind of heels that I like. But I'm just going to go on with the match with Will Ospreay versus Cody Rhodes. The match started off slow at first when Cody was taunting off Will Ospreay. However, Will wasn't having any of that. And Will Ospreay, he threw all his aerial attacks at Cody Rhodes. No doubt about Will Ospreay, he's a great wrestler as well as a high flyer. Okay, but Cody Rhodes, I believe, had more of the advantage in the match against Will Ospreay because Cody Rhodes, he's a well-rounded wrestler. And he's also good at counter maneuvers. So whatever aerial assaults that Will Ospreay threw at him, he somehow found a way to counter maneuver it. Overall, it was a great match. Will Ospreay came up short against Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes was the victor. Another great match that took place in War of the Worlds in ROH New Japan was at the Hammerstein Ballroom, Manhattan Center, also known as the Manhattan Center, on May 12th. It was Adam Cole versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. This was a great match, of course. Adam Cole going around teasing Hiroshi Tanahashi, them two slugging each other out with forearm strikes in the middle of the ring. Hiroshi Tanahashi from New Japan is one of my favorite wrestlers. I like to call him personally the Mexican luchador because he's known for doing his special move known as the crossbody splash, or AKA La Plancha.
Plancha? What's that mean?
La Plancha.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but whenever a luchador does like a frog leap, like Eddie Guerrero, or like a splash, like Superfly Jimmy Snuka, from all the times I see Lucha Libre, and when I see the luchadors before that move, I hear the commentators in Spanish saying, "Mira la plancha y la plancha. 1, 2, 3 segundos. Se acabó. I don't know. I'm a Lucha Libre fan when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah.
But it was a great match. Unfortunately, Adam Cole came up short against Hiroshi Tanahashi. However, that wasn't the end of Adam Cole. For those who follow up to ROH, some fans are aware that this was Adam Cole's last match. Prior to his loss against Hiroshi Tanahashi, he was then fired by the leader of the Bullet Club, Kenny Omega.
Yeah, boy.
He was then super kicked by the Young Bucks.
Not before they revealed.
Yes, not before they revealed the new recruit of the Bullet Club, which was the villain.
Hold it. We gotta do this right. Because Go ahead and say it.
After being super kicked by the Young Bucks, Adam Cole was then fired by the leader of the Bullet Club, Kenny Omega, and then replaced by the newest member, the villain, Marty Scurll. Woo woo! Marty Scurll had been revealed to everyone in the Manhattan Center at ROH New Japan World of Worlds May 12th that he is the newest member of the Bullet Club.
And how righteous that a villain be member of the villain of the Bullet
It's like
Club.
what Kenny Omega said, like in fairy tales, every hero has a villain. Woo woo!
Yes, sir.
Don't get me wrong, Marty Scurll, the villain, he's a great wrestler. I like him as his persona, his gimmick. You know, he's a heel. Of course, he's known as a villain. Of course, he's going to be a heel. But the one thing I don't like about him, which, you know, it's okay anyway, but I still don't like it, is his submission move, the chicken wing.
Come on, man. That's classic, though.
It's classic, but the reason why I say it's okay, he could get away with it, is that he kind of like, you know how like when a wrestler, you know, does like a signal that they're gonna do their special move or whatever. You know how Okada, when he signals that he's gonna do the Rainmaker, he goes like that, and the camera zooms all the way back. Like Marty Scurll, he kind of has like a funny, spoofy way of indicating that he's gonna do the chicken wing.
Still popular, though.
And I don't even think he does that submission move seriously.
It hurts. I think that's probably as serious as it gets when you do that.
It's basically a shoulder crank.
Yeah, but when Bob Backlund did it, people ended up tapping out for a reason.
But I like Marty Scurll. It's just, you know, I guess his spoofiness as a heel, you know, just I let him off the hook. But he's still a great wrestler, great heel. I would love to see him in future matches in New Japan and ROH. Anything else you want to add?
Wow. What, for the matches or for the and just in general?
Just in general.
Okay, well, since we've got all this time, I'm currently going to be in a match soon myself.
Really?
Yes. I will be battling for the prestigious title, of course. It's a new belt.
Okay.
It's called the NYF Championship.
NYF.
Yes, New York's finest. That's what we're calling.
Oh,
that's
okay.
what
I
we're
thought
calling
it meant NYF meant something else besides the usual F word, but let's keep it to a minimum.
Let's keep it PG.
Right.
Now, in this, of course, yours personally, the foxiest of them all, Black Fox. I'll be fighting 3 other competitors for this championship. And, well, I'm going to introduce my opponents, if you will. The first opponent I will be battling again, it'll be a fatal 4-way.
Okay.
Elimination. Myself and 3 others. I'm, of course, going to be the number 1 entrant in there.
Okay.
The other 3 opponents, well, I'll introduce them in like this. The first opponent, good friend of mine, you know, a rival, an ally we've fought with many times. Yep, I like wrestling's very own Sir Wilkins, the New York Knight himself.
Okay.
He'll be bringing in a lot of class to this fight. You know, it's not even an issue. You know, I don't mind fighting Sir Wilkins. Good friend, kind of consider him kind of like family.
Okay.
My next opponent, well, it's a girl. She's going to be involved in this.
A girl?
Hey, look, man. We've seen the knockout division. We've seen the women's. So she earned her right.
Dude, this ain't Lucha Underground. I know this is way different compared to Lucha Underground.
Hey, look, she beat a dude twice her size to actually get this championship.
Really?
I saw it. And you know what? I'll give it to her. She's not going to win, but hey, you know, this is very own Ivy Roman. That's her name.
Okay.
Great champion. Great, you know, she's got material. Awesome fighter. Strong athlete. Respectable. And then, you know, I look forward to fighting her.
Okay.
And
what's your finishing move?
well, I like to call it the Fox shot. You know, it's a.
Okay.
Well, I'll let you see it when it happens.
All
and
right.
then we have the final entrant. You know, I gotta say, I don't have any issue against the guy. Fought a lot of times, and he kind of did ruin my winning streak a bit. But you know what? There are even some rumors that he made me tap out.
Ouch.
But you know what? That's in the past. The fourth entrant, even though, honestly, shouldn't be in it, but hey, he earned his right. We call him D-Dragon, Demonic Dragon.
Okay.
He's representing the Bronx. They'll be bringing his own little submission style in here.
Okay.
And, all three of these opponents, the New York Knight, Sir Wilkins, the Queen of Queens, Ivy Roman,
Okay.
and the Bronx's nightmare himself, Demonic Dragon. Yeah,
Okay.
they're all good, powerful opponents. They're going to be fun to fight.
All right. Well, I do hope you have a submission move.
Oh, yes.
I don't care what it is, as long as you have one or two submission moves in store.
Yeah, the Fox Lock.
No wrestler cannot wrestle in the ring without at least one or two submission moves.
Yeah, the Fox Lock. That's what I call it. You know what? Somebody.
The Fox Lock, is that like a ankle lock?
Similar. Inverted.
Okay.
A little inverted, but
Speaking about submission moves, did you ever see, I can't remember one match, but this was a while back while Dean Ambrose, before he was superstar shook up to Raw, when he was on SmackDown, he actually fought someone, I don't know who, and he actually put a wrestler on the figure four, which I thought was really cool, because I never really seen Dean Ambrose doing a submission move. Mm-hmm. He's known for his special move, it's like a DDT, the Dirty Deeds. Dirty Deeds.
Correct.
He's known for my favorite wrestling move, the Lariat, or as people like to call it, the Lunatic Lariat. He's known for jumping off the top rope.
Agreed.
Going through tables.
Taking a beating.
Being
crazy.
Exactly. If I was a wrestler, my favorite wrestling moves definitely would be the Lariat, Superplex, and if I had to choose a submission move, it would either be, it's an MMA submission move, the guillotine, and the ankle lock, which is the easiest submission move to perform. Maybe the shoulder crank or the Kimura, or maybe Becky Lynch's Fujiwara armbar. Well, I can't say Fujiwara armbar, but her interpretation of the armbar is very similar to the Fujiwara armbar.
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay.
Personal favorites were the ankle lock, the original, and of course one thing a lot of people forgot about that Brock Lesnar himself uses, but he doesn't use anymore. Remember the Brock lock? One where he would hang your leg over, and then just like lift you up and bend the leg back. It was one of the submission moves, only rare submission moves you ever saw Brock Lesnar do.
I actually don't remember that, because it's like for the past 2 or 3 years, everyone has known him as
Suplex City.
Yeah, throwing suplexes on everybody.
Hey, it still hurts when he does it. Ask John Cena.
John Cena.
Man.
John Cena. I wonder what's next for John Cena.
Well, you never know. Jinder Mahal just won, so pretty sure it should be time soon for Mr. Cena to come back.
As I mentioned in the previous episode, Jinder Mahal has a huge target on his back. A lot of wrestlers are going to be going after him for the belt. You know what they should do? I think would it be for fun? They should have Jinder Mahal in the ring and just have all the wrestlers in SmackDown just like, duke them out. Kind of like a battle royal, but just have them fight all the wrestlers for the belt. Or have like a battle royal, similar to how he won the contendership for the belt.
I think there was an elimination match.
Yeah, another elimination match.
Well, you never know. It could happen. As I said, we got time, because we still got to go through Money in the Bank, and then we got SummerSlam.
Money in the Bank, that seems very interesting.
Especially since did you hear about recently who's going to be in the Money in the Bank?
Yes.
Yes.
The artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura.
Of course. And then there's Dolph Ziggler.
Yes, Dolph Ziggler. I still like him, even though he's still a heel and still has a losing streak.
Yeah, well, we can't do about that. And then we have the phenomenal
AJ Styles.
in it as well. And then who else is going to be in it, I believe? Oh, yes, that's right. Baron Corbin is also in it.
Yes, that's right. That's going to make the match even more interesting. You see, matches like that, Baron Corbin should be in.
Mm-hmm.
Baron Corbin should be in matches like that all the time. But rumor has it that, I don't know, because now they're showing video footage of Rusev saying that he wants the championship belt at Money in the Bank. I actually thought that when Jinder Mahal won, Rusev was going to come out and start beating him. But no one knows what's the status on Rusev despite his shoulder injury. Despite his shoulder injury, excuse me. Despite his shoulder injury, no one knows when he'll return to SmackDown as a heel.
Okay. Well, we still also have. Well, Kevin Owens has also been added to it, and so has Sami Zayn. So we still got time. You never know. One of the five could actually be replaced by Rusev in the Money in the Bank, especially since he's been complaining about how he deserves a shot.
Right.
So there'll be opportunity. Gotta wait for it and see.
Only time could tell. You know, there's always abrupt surprise changes going on in the WWE, especially when these wrestlers, put their lives on the line and always end up getting injured.
Yeah, I mean, I had to beat Tragic Taco in order to actually get my shot at this. at the championship will be soon mine, the New York Finest. But
all right, so we're almost out of time, but I want to thank everyone once again for watching this episode of Wrestler Geeks. Please feel free to email me at shawjustin576@gmail.com and give us your feedback. Once again, I'm your host, Justin Shaw.
And I am your soon-to-be New York Finest champion, Black Fox.
Do you have email or any
Well, yes.
way
Well,
that
my email is followthefox777@gmail.com.
Have fun, be safe, and don't get into any fights. We'll see you next time.